Hello, welcome back to the speedrunning tutorial. In this video, we'll talk about the path from Gyobu to Bull and his fight. Note that if you are in a category that skips Gyobu, this video doesn't apply. There will be another specialized one in the future. Let's start with the Ishin dialogue. If you executed the fight properly, you should be close to the stairs and go directly to him. This dialogue is mandatory to make him appear after Genichiro, but we don't want to do his quest. To refuse it, you can hold your down key during dialogue and it will be selected automatically. To optimize your dialogue, refer to the speedrunning mechanics video. Once the quest is refused, get to the idol. After you traverse the arena, augment your attack power. This will fully heal you, so don't waste time resting. If you are in a category that fights Owl in Shina Castle after the invasion, such as Aya's Glitchless, this ceramic shard might be useful. You will learn more about it in the dedicated video. If you miss position during the fight, and you are rather close to the idol, approximately up to this spot, I advise you to take the idol and upgrade your attack power first, then go to Ishin. After dialogue, idle back. You will lose a lot of time, but it remains more efficient than traversing the entire area twice. On your way to Bull, to avoid the bullet, jump rather late. Don't forget to grab the two echoes. You will need them for Bull and Geni. I will now show you two minimal and very complex optimizations. Almost no one uses them, but you might see them in the future. First, you can make this jump, but it is rather hard. You can also choose to take this path to the branch and do a delayed jump. The wall jump is super hard for the amount of saved time. You can also mix it with the previous jump. Moving on to the Bull fight, starting with the most basic fight. Know that this fight is somewhat scripted, but let's detail it. First, you must know that this fight is based on hitting the Bull's head, which does more damage to his health, posture, and stagger meter. Now we'll talk about the fight. Usually this fight will consist of your opener, followed by 5 hits to stagger him and 3 free hits, a dash back and a right, a first parry to one of his moves, 2 hits, a second dash back and right, a second parry, followed by staggering him again and finishing him. You will find sufficient Bull examples, so instead I'll detail this script. Let's start with the most basic opener. You'll follow this path and jump at the corner to avoid alerting the 2 soldiers, then kill the enemy in the arena with 2 hits. You can also choose to take the Deathblow, but it is slower, so try to avoid it. Take your echo in the middle of your rightmost plank, then do a single dash in the direction of the snow pattern on the ground and stop moving. You can lock onto the Bull and parry his first headbutt. If he doesn't do it, you mispositioned. Try to copy the one in this clip. After the parry, start your first hit immediately. You can't afford waiting. Your 5 hits must connect with the Bull's head to stagger him. You then have 3 free hits before the first RNG. Let's mention these patterns. In both cases, there's a single pool of 3 moves that I'll talk about. Let's start with the worst one. Bull can shake his head and start running. If this is his first move and not the second, the backup is bad and you'll inevitably reset your runs to it at some point. If you're just beginning, your best bet is to wait until Bull decides to drift and lower his head. If, at this moment you're in his head, he will do a headbutt that you can parry to stop him. However, if he does it as his second pattern, you have built enough stagger meter to stop him with a single charged attack that you'll aim at his head as soon as possible. The second More favorable pattern is a big swing to the right, then the left. This is the reason I recommend dashing not simply back, but to the right, which will allow you to parry the first hit. Finally, the best RNG is the Headbutt. In this case, parrying is extremely simple and efficient. The best pattern is therefore 2 headbutts. If you miss multiple parries, you can quickly get low health, and even parries will kill you through chip damage. If losing time doesn't bother you, you can borrow a technique from our hitless friends. Staying on the bull's right side will make him spam head swings that you'll automatically avoid. After each one, you can do a single charged attack aimed at his head. Eventually, he will run and you'll have to stop it. Don't forget to replace after the charged attacks. Concerning the Deathblow, when his posture meter is full, Bull gets on his hind legs before falling. You can cancel the animation by jumping on him. I advise you to unlock your camera for this. By default, you'll run through the castle gates. If you need to heal, Ashina Castle Idol is automatically unlocked at Bull's death, and you can teleport to it immediately. This loses approximately 2 seconds, but can be worth it considering how many shurikens will be flying about in the next section. Let's move on to advanced openers, starting with a second spot and a better parry. Take your Akko around this rock on the ground. You must take precautions to not look at the enemies during animation. I like to point my camera down, but some runners prefer turning it to the right. After that, start running to the left fence and change direction to intercept and parry Bull during your run. Parry frames are a bit weird during a running deflect, so it will likely take you a bit of an adaptation time. Finally, it is possible to avoid killing the first soldier. Note that this is extremely RNG. To successfully get it, you need to know that the soldier turning around is dependent on hearing the gunner's shot. In this clip, I use the sound and count approximately 2 seconds before jumping. You can also try finding a cue in his animation. Shooting variance is high. Note that this technique works a lot better when using the second opener and the running parry. If you wonder what happens to the soldier, he will simply run to the shot to investigate and get stuck on the door. You now know all I can teach you about Bull. A few advanced techniques exist, such as wall jump before Deathblow or an opener using parry to reset your combo, but I'll let Ramonchi explain it when his video comes out. As for me, I'll see you in the next one.